Hello everybody and welcome back to Shadowrun Dragonfall, where we are going to, I wonder what would happen if we tell him to sit. He sits. Aw, good dog. We're gonna talk to Amsel. Kira, did you make contact with Alice? Yes, I did. She accepted your payment and I ordered the search for the information we need. Very good. I can't imagine this will be cheap. What was Alice's stated price? 50,000 new yen. He shrugs. It's about what I had expected. Thankfully, we're prepared for this. I've established contact with a number of new clients. You can find information on the jobs logged on your mission computer. Ah. One jobs file is on there already. While you're working to earn Alice's fee, I'll continue to dig for clues about Furishwinge. If she is in fact roosting under the Harfeld Manor, then there must be some evidence to support that fact. A dragon is a large thing to hide, after all. Be careful. Remember what happened to Monica. I'll never forget. Don't worry, Kara. I'm going to conduct my investigation the old-fashioned way, through contacts and deduction and careful observation. I won't jack into the Matrix until this entire story episode's finished. That's probably wise. Speaking of doing things the old-fashioned way, Molly is working to recover information off of those other DVDs. It's a painstaking process and it will not be quick, but she's optimistic that she will be successful in time. Finally, I've been checking up on our friend, the orc with the skin grafts. I haven't heard anything back yet, but I'll keep you appraised as the situation develops. Sounds good. One last thing. Jeez. Samuel Beckenbauer wanted me to pass a message to you. Do you know him? The orc who runs the shelter across the way? Don't know him, sorry. Ah, well, he has a job for you. He wouldn't discuss it with me, but he promised it would prove worth your time. I'll keep that in mind. Do you finally... Thank you? Yeah? Finally done? Okay, so I guess I have a kind of like open objective at the moment now. I can... Ooh, one unread message. Check the inbox. Commissioning your services. From withheld. Ooh. We would like to arrange a meeting between you and one of our representatives. You will find him at the cafe nearby. His name is Luca Duer. He will be expecting you. Come along. Cool. And then I can open the jobs directory to, Aha! So I have two jobs. Pharma cleanup job and humanist data steal. Cool. So that's very different than, Shadowrun Returns. Because in Shadowrun Returns, everything was pretty linear and straightforward. You kind of went on one specific path. You didn't really have multiple runs that you could choose to go on. Is that Beckenbauer? Yeah, it is. Hi. At the sound of your approach, the orc turns to face you. He wears a severe expression, but there's kindness in his eyes. Guten Tag, Elf. Can I help you with something? I heard that you wanted to talk about a job. Yes, I do. Thank you for coming so promptly. He takes a deep breath, slowly releases it, and looks you in the eye. Tell me, what do you know about the Humanist Pulley Club? They don't pay much attention to politics or an anti-metahuman hate group. Anti-metahuman hate group. He nods. The largest and most well-funded of its kind. The instigators of the Night of Rage and the enemy of everything that I stand for. Night of Rage? A worldwide race riot that took place in February of 2039. Thousands of innocent metahumans were attacked and beaten and killed. Women and children were corralled into warehouses for protection and then burned alive when the structures were put through the torch. This is what Humanish stands for. This is the agenda that its leaders strive to advance. They will not be satisfied until all metahumans, everywhere, are driven from the face of the earth. Tell me what this has to... If you want me to go up against Humanists, it's going to cost you. Job of yours has something to do with Humanists. Tell me what this has to do with me. He nods. Yesterday, I overheard one of my assistants talking on his comm. He was yelling, clearly agitated. I questioned him, and he confided in me. What he told me made my blood run cold. Humanist is planning something. Yes, I believe so. The Berlin chapter of Humanist has arranged to acquire a large shipment of an extremely hazardous chemical. Their leader, Volker Stahl, is a vicious ideologue. It goes without saying that whatever he intends to do, it won't be good for us. I want you to infiltrate the smuggling operation that is delivering the shipment. Once you arrive at the Humanish compound, you will find out what they are planning to do with the chemical and put a stop to it. What makes you think they'll talk to me? No more human than you are. Many of the smugglers are metahumans. If you travel with them, Humanish will allow you into their compound. The rest will be up to you. Why would Humanish deal with a metahuman run an operation? Presumably because they're the best option available. Stahl is nothing if not a pragmatist. He will work with metahumans when it suits him to do so. When he's finished with them, he'll discard them and move on. Why allow it to get to the Humanish compound at all? He shakes his head. No, stopping the shipment would not stop Humanish. They would merely acquire another. For a pack of snarling racists, they are extremely well funded. Speaking of funding, what does this pay? Oh, socialite. I have contacted sister organization across Berlin and taken up a collection. Between us, we have raised 22,000 nuyen as payment. I trust this will be sufficient. I know how much money non-profits give you. I'll do it, count me in. Excellent, I am relieved. I will make the arrangements for your meeting with the smugglers. The leader is an elf who calls himself Maxim. Take the U-Bahn to Shadowrun, and you will find him waiting there. Best of luck to you, Kira, and good hunting. Know that you are doing a great thing for the metahumans of Berlin. Your efforts will not go unrecognized. Can I talk to you again about, Silk? Couldn't you think you run a charity? Yes, it isn't much, but we do what we can. Give me some specifics. In the past several years, I have established a shelter where the dispossessed can sleep, a soup kitchen to feed the hungry, and a library for the people of Cruz Bazaar to better themselves. It isn't much, I admit, but it's a start. A good start, Samuel. You mustn't be so hard on yourself. There are limits to what one man, even a determined man, can accomplish. This is true. He nods to the orc at his side. Thankfully, some of the residents that I've helped over the years have come back around to help me. I've gotten 15 assorted orcs and trolls from all around the Cruz Bazaar working with me now. They help me man the soup line, stock the library shelves, and to do all of the hundreds of other little things that the community organization needs done every day. These extraordinary individuals are living proof that what we do here has value. They are my inspiration to continue forward. She beams at the compliment. It's clear that she idolizes Beckenbauer. Oh, that orc. Okay. Now, do you have any more questions? If not, I will bid you good day. I don't wish to sound self-important or rude, but there are many pressing matters that demand my time. Does it mean other races aren't welcome? That's taking a rather narrow view of what we do. Yes, it is true that my assistants are all members of the goblinoid races. It is also true that before they accepted my help, they were thieves, gangers, and deadbeats. This is not because they were bad people. This is because those of us with goblinoid traits are feared, mistreated, and denied gainful employment by a society that hates us. I hire only goblinoids because mainstream human society has created a need for me to hire only goblinoids. The orcs and trolls of the Cruz Bazaar deserve a workplace where they will be treated with dignity and respect. All that being said, our services are available to all. We wouldn't turn a desperate person away, regardless of that person's metatype. Even humans, the most privileged of all races, are welcome at our door. Isn't that what's most important? Even humans? Oh! You're filling a vital need. You're helping people, and that's what's important. Good of you to understand. Now, is there something else you'd like to talk about? How's Silk doing? Yes, she mentioned that you had sent her. I don't know what you told her, Kira, but whatever you said, it worked. Silk's determination is truly inspiring. A cram habit is a difficult thing to beat, but I don't doubt that she will make it. I'd like to talk about your organization. Let's talk about this. No questions, just pass by. Alright. See ya. Okay, so now we can go check out the cafe, see what's going on with that job. I wonder if we can take, like, all the jobs, or if we are going to have, like, a hard cutoff that kind of is based on how much money we need and how much money we're going to get from these runs. Hi, Luca. So you're Kira, eh? Late Monica Schaefer's replacement. He looks you up and down, then nods. Good. You look the part. Let me get right to business. My organization would like to retain your services for the indefinite future, But first, we're asking you to go on a trial run, an audition of sorts, to prove that you're the right woman for the job. Assuming that you complete this trial to our satisfaction, I'll then offer you a variety of simple tasks. All of these should be achievable in the course of your everyday business. You won't need to go out of your way or expose yourself to too much unnecessary risk. For each task that you complete, you'll be rewarded handsomely, and there will be a bonus if you finish them all. So, have I piqued your interest? Will you accept our offer? Who do you work for? How'd you know where to find me? My organization knows everything worth knowing in Germany, including this small pond that's Berlin. It's in our best interests, however, to remain unknown to the world at large. For the time being, that's all you need to know. What does this audition pay? I can offer you 1,500 nuyen, but only if you complete the full audition, the run and post-run interview, to our satisfaction. If you fail to perform up to our expectations, you'll receive no pay and no further offers of work. That isn't much. It's an audition. The purpose of this trial is for you to prove your worth to us, not the other way around. Of course, you're free to decline if you wish, but you know that there are hundreds of runners in Berlin who would kill for the opportunity to work for us. We came to you because we think that we see a glimmer of potential. If you prove us wrong, we'll happily take our offer elsewhere. Oh. I wish you're... Oh, so, alright. So here's one little thing, one little note about the aesthetics. I really wish that the character models were more closely matching to the character portraits. I think I've kind of pointed that out before already, but yeah, it's pretty silly at times. Let's see, do I want to take this? Oh, does that mean that, like, would I be locked out of all of the other runs if I did this? Because it is interesting. Like, it sounds interesting, but sure, I'm in. Good. Very good. Now, on to the task at hand. There's a man named Ailshire. Alashir? He's a senior manager at Hermes Eurocom and a respected figure in his community. My organization also suspects him of working with pro-corporate extremists. These people are actively working to undermine the flux state and pave the way for a corporate-controlled Berlin. My organization has no more desire to see Berlin fall to the corporations than you do. However, we are hesitant to act on our own suspicions without proof. This is where you come in. So you want me to keep talking. You'll meet with the team that I've arranged for you, and with their assistance you'll plant surveillance devices in his apartment. Take the U-Bahn to Frankfurt or Tor, and go alone. The rest of your team will meet you there. I already have a team. I don't go on runs with strangers. It sounds simple enough. For a woman of your talents, it should be. The moment that you board the train to Frankfurt or Tor, your test will begin. I would advise you to bring what you need in terms of medical supplies and ordnance. Once you embark on your trial run, there will be no turning back. After you've planted the devices and verified that they work, come back to me. There will be a brief interview, a post-mortem on the run if you like, and assuming that I'm satisfied with what I hear, I will pay you your first stipend. Then we will discuss our future options. Best of luck, Kira. We will be watching. Oh, okay, so that's optional. I feel like I would get some sort of bad comeuppance if I didn't like if I kind of... Ooh, hi there. Hey there, remember me from the cafe? Name's Kimmy. Are you looking for something? Well, who you are, for one thing. Depends. Is there anything I should be looking for? I'm out to ears and hands outside of the cafe. Call me Kimmy. I wear a couple hats, a barista, a gopher, keep my eyes and ears open. Let's just say I get by on trading stories. Get on by trading. So I can count on you to hear what's going on? Like I said, only if you got something juicy for me. Or if Altug wants me to tell you something, but that's rare. I may be his ears and hands, but he's got enough of a voice all by himself. He doesn't seem to be afraid to use it either. Not in the slightest. Since you've just moved here, I have some advice. If you haven't guessed already, he's got fingers in a lot of pies. I've seen what happens when he doesn't approve of someone or something. Pissing him off can't be worth it. At the very least, you won't be able to get good coffee in this town again. She grins cheekily. I see. Well, you'll most likely hear instead of see, if you haven't already. Or I guess you'll see if you're tripping on something wiggly. In any case, I got some errands to run. Come over sometime and we can chat over a hookah or something, yeah? She lazily tips an invisible hat at you before turning her focus to a comm on her wrist. Okay. Hi. So I could pick up, some other runs somewhere. Got the drone fixed yet? These things, they take time. I'm making progress, though. Give me a little more. Okay. Sure enough. Let's see. Do I want to check out the other runs, or do I want to just go for the Frankfurter tour? We'll go for Frankfurter tour at the moment. Take the U-Bahn. Hi, Dietrich. What are you doing down here? Lone figure stands in the U-Bahn station. Dietrich. He raises a bottle at your approach, then tosses it away. Figured I'd run into you here, boss. Wanted to be sure that I caught you before you headed off. Takes a deep breath, then slowly releases it and looks you in the eye. Kira, we have to talk about this humanist gig. Go ahead, Dietrich. I'm listening. Well, I got a history with the humanists. I fought them back in 1939 during the Night of Rage. Hell of a thing that was. I remember the terror, the senseless violence. They murdered children. I remember this little dwarf boy. They stuffed his body in the gutter, Kira. I still see his face, all bruised and broken. To this day, it makes my blood boil. Anyway, long story short, we beat him. Berlin's punks and anarchists all came together, and we stomped the living dreck out of those racist pigs. A lot of good people died that night, but we put down some of the bad ones too. I don't know what his accent has turned into. It's like I'm really sorry, guys, everybody. You want to come on the humanist run so you can finish the job. That's part of it, sure. That's not the whole story. I don't just want to come on this run, boss. I have to come. It's my nephew, Alexander. He signed on with the humanists. Driven to it by his worthless sack of a dad, no doubt. This is, again, why I don't do accents. I take it his father, your brother's a humanist member too. Nah, that'd take a level of conviction, quality that he thoroughly lacks. My best guess is he's treating humanists as a boarding school. They feed and house their recruits, and that's money that he'd rather spend on himself. So he dumped the boy off on them, never mind the fact that they're fascist swine. Dietrich looks you in the eye. I've got to get Alexander out of there, Kira, before it's too late. These monsters are experts at warping young minds. It's how their disgusting ideology propagates. So I'm asking you, as a personal favor, to let me come along on this run. I have to get into that compound, Kira. I have to find Alexander. I have to turn around before those animals make him do something unforgivable. I wouldn't keep you from something like this. Thanks, boss. Never doubted you'd bring me, of course. You're too good a woman for that. That's good to hear, all the same. I'm counting on you, boss. Yeah, this is... Can I take the... Okay. Travel to Shatton Nest to infiltrate or meet Lucador's tomb. Okay. So I could probably take the other two runs as well, and then just kind of, sorry, had to have a drink of water there. Take the, like, just choose one of the, I wonder if, so he did say exclusive. I wonder if that's going to, I'm going to find out if these are, like, time sensitive or anything. I'm going to do Humanist Poly Club first. Addition to your team, your fixer has access to a small network of mercenaries in the... right. So there we go. So we can hire extra runners that we don't already have. They appear below your core team on the runner selection screen and can be hired on a mission-to-mission basis. As you complete missions, both your team members and the available mercenaries will periodically gain access to new equipment, new abilities. Any new items, spells, weapons, or weapon abilities the runner gains will automatically be available for use the next time you take them on a mission. Yeah. So if we want to pay people, we can, like, buy, like, if they're going to be, like, more useful to a particular mission, because like these characters have different skills and abilities and can be like specialized in other ways than these guys, who tend to be more like basic. What do you have? Blitz outfit, nothing fancy. Spend most of my money on the programs. So let's see, I need to take Dietrich. I kind of do want to take Iger, really. Do I want to take a... It would be good to take like a streets... I mean, it would be cool to take her. Lucky Strike. They're pretty cheap at the moment. Like in Shadowrun Returns, you could get like specialized, advanced runners as well, who cost more. Oh, let's take Iger. And a hover drone. I wonder, might be good to take a rigger. But Street Samurai as well. Ooh. Blades, grenades, and guns. Yeah, she does have a lot of medikits. And he has heal. So maybe, yeah, I'll take her. Why not? Why not? Let's go to Shadowrun. Yeah. I probably won't finish this mission in this video because we're already nice ways in. But there you go. False flag. The U-Bahn rattles to a halt at the end of Kreuzberg. You're only a few blocks away from Shadowrun, the Kias that Maxim and his smugglers call home. According to Samuel, they should be expecting you. Oh, I have an orc with me as okay. Hopefully they'll be treating me like a smuggler as well. All right, let's go. Ooh, I can equip another weapon. Nice. I don't have space for any other weapons, but that's cool. I could give him hyper accuracy and increased buff. If I were to do that, I would want to give it to like Iger or something. Yeah. So that's fine. We I need to level up. All right, so I need to level up ranged combat as well, so I can use that Ares Predator. All right, let's go. We're good. Look, boss. Just want to thank you for bringing me along on this one. It means a lot. Even Shadowrunners have even Shadowrunners have families. Alexander, he's a good kid, you know. If I'd been there for him, if I'd run off to Berlin, left him with his worthless sack of a dad, he'd never have fallen with his humanist pigs in the first place. The expression on Dietrich's face softens, and he claps you on the shoulder. Let's go find my nephew. Let's crack all the humanist skulls we can along the way. Fuckers have it coming in more ways than I can count. Alright. Let's, hi, food cart vendor. What do you got? A matronly woman with a round face and kind eyes greets you. Her apron's caked with what looks like about a year's worth of grease. Guten Tag, what can I get you? It depends, what do you have? Well, today we have a soya-based currywurst for 5 new yen, or a soup and sandwich combo for 10. Good, simple, stick-to-your-ribs food. Perfect for a cold day like this. I'll try that currywurst. Dripping, yellowish sausage wrapped in a paper napkin. You take a big bite and immediately regret it. There's a funk to this thing that no amount of curry powder could mask. Your stomach lurches and you idly wonder whether this decision's going to come back to haunt you later. That was, interesting. It's an old family recipe. Can I get you anything else? No, I'm good. Good day to you then. Come back anytime. Thanks. Yeah, that was... Hi, phone booth. Searching the dead drop, you find a package with the telltale markings of the Shockwellen Rider. Humanist is an open request to information on current and past owners to the Humanist Poly Club. Identifying information such as home addresses and photographs is preferred. Presence of this hate group and its supporters will no longer be tolerated within our community. We will expose them to the harsh light of truth. Timely delivery of this information will be well rewarded. Okay, so I can... sweet. So I can get, a new optional side objective to drop there on the phone booth. Rough-looking dwarf with a fireplug build. Fireplug build holds out his hand as you approach. Whoa there, Beanpole. I don't know where you think you're headed, but you should turn around and go back the way you came. Beanpole? Seriously? Didn't mean no offense, but look at me. Compared to me, every elf is a beanpole. Ain't the bad thing, that's just the way it is. He crosses his arms over his barrel chest and cranes his neck to look you in the eye. Look, we're not trying to be hardasses here. Our job is to keep the folks on that side of the wall out. If you really want to head out there, we're not going to stop you. But consider this a friendly warning. There's a reason why we're stationed here. There are gangs out there that skin you alive as soon as look at you. If I don't, some punk gangs are going to be... trust me, I've gone up against worse. He shakes his head. Alright, fine. If that's really what you want, we won't try to stop you. He gestures to the troll standing behind him. Let him by, Sergej? Sergey? Alright. Absolute Berlin. That isn't... But... Oh, okay, sure. So I'm gonna take a wild guess and say we're gonna end up in combat around here, probably. I wonder if we can, Oh, wait, there's a wall there. Alright, fair enough. So I guess we're just going along the... Oh, hi there. It's Maxim. Alright, let's take a save real quick before we start talking to, Maxim there. Hi. Figure at the center of the group shoots you an insolent glance. His fine elvish features match Samuel's description. This must be Maxim, your smuggler liaison. Well, well, if it isn't the muscle that Tuck promised us. Look who it is, everybody. The new hires have elected to grace us with their presence. Nice of you to join us. He glances at the PDA on his wrist, then looks back up at you. When he speaks again, his voice is sharp and humorless. You're late, chummer. I'm here, that's all that matters. He lets out a theatrical sigh. Well, you come highly recommended, so I suppose I'll overlook it. If we run into trouble, you'll be glad to have me around. You want to do this thing, shouldn't we get moving? Yes, of course. Right you are. He slaps the side of the Bulldog step van. Second van in the same design. I don't see any vans, but okay. Rumbles to life a few feet away. Pile in, people. Be ready. There's rough country between us and the meeting site. We might run into trouble along the way. Oh, there's a van. Alright, fair enough. Oh, okay, cool. So I assume we're going to get stopped here. Yep, here we go. 20 minutes into your trip, the van comes to a screeching halt. Maxim braces his face to the passenger window. From the mix of anger and dread on his face, you can tell he doesn't like what he sees. Damn it, I knew this was going to happen. I fucking knew it. He cranes his neck around to look you in the eye. Everybody pile out of the van. Get ready, Kira. We're going to need some muscle in a second. As you take your position outside the van, you hear a shrill voice bark out an order. A pair of portable gun turrets begin... Oh, great. Sweeping your gaze over the gangers assembled before you, you identify the owner of the voice. A leathery woman with wild hair and a mirthless smile. She calls out again, her voice brimming with pride. Hello out there. Welcome to Rambach territory. Maxim licks his lips, his eyes scanning over the gangers' hastily assembled roadblock. This Kiez belongs to Surf Turf, slag. Has for months. You better clear on out of here before they show up and force you out. Surf Turf? Those tunnel rats, they're ancient history. Go ahead and call them if you don't believe me. Her face twists into an ugly smile. Scream as loud as you want. They won't hear you. We buried them last week. Maxim's expression turns stony, but his voice remains calm. Congratulations on your victory. You must have taken some losses in the fight, though. I'm betting you're not at 100%. Why don't you let us cross the bridge in peace? There's no need for any bloodshed today. You know what? You're absolutely right. We don't need to fight. You just pay us a small toll, and we'll be more than happy to let you cross our bridge. I'm thinking, say, 500 nuyen per van. Her voice turns cold. Otherwise, you'd better find another way to get where you're going, because this bridge is ours, and nobody crosses without paying the toll. Nobody. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe this does need to get violent. Maxim turns to you. Get ready to ventilate these assholes, Kira. We got schedule to keep. Change of plans. I'll be taking... Oh, wow. Don't worry, we got your back. Negotiate with it. I don't think my... Did I take gang etiquette? I think I did. Nobody wants a firefight. Good. That's a real good idea, pal. The ganger boss jeers at Maxim. See that? Your muscle's smarter than you are. You should put her in charge. Etiquette gang. Yeah, there we go. Maxim wheels around to face you, his face a mask of fury. His voice explodes out in a harsh whisper. Harsh whisper. Quiet the fuck down. You don't speak for me, and you don't speak for this organization. I could, so I need willpower. Be cool, man. I can get us out of this. Stares at you, bristling, but he holds his tongue. After a few seconds, he nods. Do it, but you'd better not fuck this up. Dietrich leans forward to whisper into your ear. His ubiquitous smile has disappeared. This is a waste of time, boss. Let me fry these sons of bitches so we can get back on task. Maxim steps back, leaving you to an... Oh, Charisma 4. Oh, but only down to 750. Leaving you to a ganger boss stands here. Now let's cross for 750. That includes a return trip. We renegotiate for future crossings. There's a brief pause, and then the Rambach boss yells out a response. You've got yourselves a deal. His eyes go wide. Do you even have 750 Nuyen? Because that ain't coming out of our cut. I'm just screwing you. Yeah, I got it. He shakes his head at you. You want to pay them? That's your business. I still think you're crazy, but I won't say no. Ah, cool. Alright, so this is something I really appreciate about RPGs. Well, games that actually do it, at least. It makes it actually feel more like an actual RPG, because I could have just gone and killed everybody there, but because of the way that I kind of, like, built my character and everything, I had the opportunity to talk my way out of it, and that's really cool. I appreciate that, and I wish that more games would do something like that. Courtyard of the Humanist compound, strangely quiet. The only activity that you notice is clatter of the mechanized gates as they rumble shut behind the vans. Bulldogs roll to a stop. You step out alongside Maxim and the rest of the smugglers. There are crates here, a lot of crates, all scattered in various stages of disorganization. Looks as though your delivery is just one of many that this branch of Humanists has received. Smugglers unload the cargo from their vans with practiced efficiency. The whole operation feels polished and professional, but you can tell that Maxim is nervous. You can see it in his eyes. Smugglers finish unloading the last of the crates and take up positions around the van. Minutes pass, and nobody comes to meet you. No welcoming party. This isn't a good sign. It's almost as if they didn't expect us to make it here. He nods. My thoughts exactly. This puts us in a bad spot, Kira. I'm not sure what our next step is. We need some answers, and we need to get paid. I'm going to go have a talk with them. What are you gonna do? Knock on the front door? What makes you think they'll even answer? They've done a pretty good job of avoiding us so far. Leave that to me, friend. Dietrich jerks a thumb in the direction of the Humanist compound. They'll have a hard time avoiding us when I'm in there, kicking down doors and lighting fires. His eyes widen. You've got to be kidding me. That's a Humanist compound, pal. You go in there, you aren't gonna come back out. Dealing with situations like this is part of the job description. You're serious, aren't you? You're really going in there. He takes a step back. Well, be my guest. I won't get in your way. When you make it back, if you make it back, we'll be out of here waiting for you. Cool. Alright. So I'm gonna call it here. We will come back here next time and infiltrate the Humanist compound, I guess. So, thank y'all for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!